Hi, Angie and Magnus here. Hi, Angie and Magnus here. We are going to now teach stay. Stay is the behavior that we teach after we've got a nice solid release, which we did in the previous video. So when you teach a stay, I teach a stay as it is basically, I don't use the cue stay unless it's for emphasis. When I put my dogs in a sit or a down, I want them to remain in that sit or down until I give them the release cue that we learned in the previous video. I might put them in the down or the sit, and I might add it for emphasis stay, so my dog understands, okay, she means for longer than just a short period. But ideally, I'm building that sit or down, they remain until I release them. So you shouldn't need an additional cue for stay, unless that's something you want. So right now, I'm gonna try and get Magnus to turn around. Come here, right there, good boy. Yeah. Good job. So he's in his down, and it's an implied stay. I might give him an additional stay. So that way he's kind of like, all right, Mama's serious. And now we're going to generalize and proof it. I'm going to move around in different areas and reinforce him whenever he remains in his place. It's up to you based on what you want from the behavior, your age of your dog, how much you've been practicing this. If stay means staying down, stay in a sit, don't move at all, or could they change body positions? Is it okay if Magnus goes from a down to a sit to a down? And in my world, it's okay. I just want him to remain in this position, and especially as we're learning it, I want him to be comfortable. When I walk around behind him, he wants to be able to see me. So that one is a very stressful one. So he's positioning himself to make sure that he can keep his eyes on me. We're also outside, which makes it harder for him. He's got other distractions to pay attention to. We just had some kids walk by our back fence, so he doesn't want to face this way. He wants to face this way because of that just happened. So when you're positioning your dog, take all of those things into account. What is most comfortable for them? What do they need to kind of surveil so that they're happy and comfortable in that position? If you put them in a position where they're facing away from the door, they might be stressed out because they might need to watch that door and make sure everything is okay. So don't set them up where they're going to fail. So right now, I've stayed in a position that's very comfortable for Magnus, right in front of him, and he repositioned himself to be facing the way that he wants to be facing because of the outside distraction. Notice that when he did get up, I didn't correct him. I didn't say, I didn't say no, none of those things. I kind of waited and figured out, why is he doing it? He was doing it because he didn't want to face the way that I was facing him. He didn't want to look at the camera. He wanted to look at the fence. Now that we're in a good position and he's more comfortable and more relaxed, I'm making it harder by stepping further away. Maybe I'll walk off to the side a little bit, and I'll come back. Right now, at this point, I'm not going to walk around behind Magnus. I know that would be too stressful for him. But if you notice, I can get pretty far away and he maintains his stay. So that is kind of the steps to hold your stay, is get them in a stay in a position where they can be successful and push them at a rate that they can maintain that stay. So if I walk around behind him, I am going to move super duper slow and not be concerned if he has to reposition a little bit. Notice I'm not going to go all the way behind him because I know he'll want to be able to watch me. But it was already hard. He had to shift his body a little bit just to keep his eyes on me. So that was totally expected. And again, I didn't get mad. I just put him back in his down, and then we just kind of keep going. Know what your dog is capable of and work within that. The goal is just to keep them in that stay as long as possible. Yeah. Good. We've already been doing this for a few minutes. Magnus needs a break. And that is the thing. When you're working on any of your behaviors, you're working on distance, distractions, and duration. We've got additional distractions because we're outside. We've added duration, having him sit for a while. And then I added distance by walking away from him. So this was a pretty hefty exercise in reinforcing his down. So manage your expectations, help keep your dog be successful, and if they make a mistake, just ignore it. Reward what they do that is right. And then you'll have a happy, calm dog that enjoys staying versus is anxious or afraid about what to do. All right, look forward to next time. Hopefully you enjoy working on your stays. Take care, bye.